You make me move, you make me dance, you make my heart beat super fast. You lift me up, you make me laugh. Baby, you're the best I ever had. You're the best I ever. You make me move, you make me dance, you make my heart beat super fast. You lift me up, you make me laugh. Baby, you're the best I ever had. You're the best I ever had.
Hello and welcome to the NARL Season 13 Chicagoland broadcast. This track is big. DSRA's ran here, NARL's ran here before. Home of the Running Orange, if you've seen the DSRA season review. Home of the Annoying Orange. This track is beloved by many, hated by some. Last time they raced here, they had a very interesting turn of events towards the end of the race. It led to some wrecks towards the end. D-Dog Dan ended up winning that race back in, I want to say, season 11. Big field tonight. Forget how long the race is, but we're going to find that out here soon. Last week's winner, Kyle Watts, Daytona. It's a great race we had there. And tonight, we're going to Chicagoland, Joliet, Illinois. A lot to report here. This is the home of the Orange, the home of the Annoying Orange, and the home of the infamous Orange. Yep, that's all I had. But yep, oh boy, another NARL race. I sure hope they have a good race and not several cautions. I will say, last week wasn't that bad. It was bad, but I mean, it wasn't like bad, but for NARL standards, it was on par. It was a pretty solid finish, I'd say. Pretty solid race as well. I forgot to change the ticker. I'm showing the CSRS ticker. There we go. All right. Well, I did that whole bit. I thought I didn't think I was gonna. I thought I'd have it better prepared. It wasn't bad. It wasn't a bad bit. Yeah, that's the Orange, home of the Orange. This track's got a little bit more lore to it than meets the eye. NARL, so much, not specifically, but just overall in NR Online, at least from recent memory for me, has quite a bit of lore and what I've seen. It's a cool track. Oh wait, there's two Oranges. I totally forgot about that. I think it was this one towards the more end of the back straightaway that ended up being the infamous one that did a little bit of roly-poly down the front straightaway. It's actually not even a straightaway. It's more of a curved straight, I guess. I guess if it's straight, it wouldn't really be curved. I don't know. I was confusing myself and not understanding anything. So, yeah. Infield. Find a good camera we can use to. I don't know if we're going to do that like shot we usually do at some tracks. I did move my field of view to 30 cars for this race, so hopefully my game will not have an aneurysm trying to load 30 cars on the track at once. If it does, crap. If it doesn't, yippee! Alright, here we go. Somebody's in the grass. That's not the line, bro. That's not the line! Who else is in the grass? You! Get out of the grass! Get out of the grass! Alright, he's out of the grass. Alright, this is Chicagoland. Hey, look, a helicopter. Per usual, DMS helicopter, DMS motorsports. Definitely, they're definitely the same thing. No doubt about it. I mean, obviously it has the same acronym, so naturally it has to be the same thing, right? Yeah. Alright. Don't know why the server's got... I don't even know if it's the server or what, but like occasionally it'll glitch and like all the 3-dos will just straight up like that. Just pop. Really weirdly. You know, I'm starting to think I might have something loaded wrong because the garage area... Oh wait, this might be normal, but the garage area is just covered in Tropicana logos. Please don't ban me, YouTube, for saying a company name, but holy moly. That was... I don't know, it's just weird little bops of the 3-dos, and it's only the 3-dos. I don't know if it's the server or what. And it might be the cars too, but I've noticed it like from the 3-dos specifically. I call them 3-dos. They're actually 3DO files, but they're not even that. They're 3D. Yeah, they are 3DO files. I don't know why I call them 3-dos. Like I used to call track ionized track innies. But enough of that. Let's look at our standings. So obviously last week went to Daytona. Kyle Watts pulled on a little bit of an upset, but to be fair, is it really an upset? Even though it is Daytona, Kyle Watts ended up on top. Puts him in the points lead. He was third in points coming into Daytona. He's now on top of the standings board, only 1 point ahead of Noah Dagenhart. And Gino Bononi's still holding on 9 points back. And this top three is basically what we've seen for most of the season. This is race 8. Dallas last week was race 7. So we're getting closer to the end of this season. I believe race 9 will be when they start counting drop races. So some of this can and probably will change. Some of their battles may get closer. Some may get further apart. But right now, as it stands, before the drop races are kept in mind, the top 3 are pretty close. Cole Rodriguez, he and Thomas Drexel holding serving what positions they were in. Trevor Davis has moved up to 6th on the board. Cameron Jamison and Steph Thompson falling back a little bit. Brandon Beals moved up a couple spots. Jared Cook as well has moved up a couple spots. Tula Aziz has definitely, or I say definitely, he's also moved up some spots. Thomas Rosenthal, he's moved up some spots. Clemens moved up some spots. John Felber lost some spots, but I think that's because he didn't show up last week. And like I said, drop races will account for that. You may see him back towards the top 10 on the board later as the season goes on, but we will see. Jarrett Gravois has held serve. P15, Cam Smith, about where he was. Garson Muyung.
Everyone, that this practice is going to be one that people desperately need, going off of how many self-spins I'm hearing. So please make the slightest bit of effort to not cause a wreck so that other people can get their laps in. Thanks.
There's race control there. Colton Kalovich also still on the board now. Bryson Miller, he's on there. And then Cole Mather, currently 20th on the standings coming into this race. Now, I was smart this time and joined a little bit later in the session. That way I'm not bored out of my mind for 15 minutes. Now, I'm only going to be bored out of my mind for 5 minutes. And I'm probably going to spend all of that looking through the field. Let's see who we got. We got Steph Thomas. He's in a new car. We've seen him yesterday in CCRS. He joined the booth for post-race interviews that race. He didn't have a great race actually yesterday there in CCRS. They went to Evergreen, so he did drop a few spots after Daytona in the standings. But again, that'll probably be one of his drop races, and we will see where that puts him for towards the end of this season. Cole Rodriguez. I remember last time he raced here. I think he got third, granted with the crash that happened, but I don't know, it's just something weird I remember. He's also 4th in the standings right now, like I said, so all things considered, he's had a really good season, but still does not have a NARL win. Tula Aziz right now is currently cooking up an all-time stat sheet, and sooner or later I'll get y'all an idea how many starts he's made. I don't think it's Carl level DSRA, but he's up there probably. He's got spun there. I think cold tires seem to be a gremlin, so it's going to be a challenge for a lot of guys. Similar to last time we raced here, I do remember cold tires were quite the gremlin. The 8. Trevor Davis reminded me not to get him confused with Chris Bowes. Colton Petipus, number 2. Going to start here tonight. Blake Kincannon, the 15. Fast. Trevor Davis, is just talking about him. He's moved up some spots in the standings with a solid finish at Daytona. And he's in a new livery tonight. Why did I say livery? I've been watching way too many non-American shows that depict motorsports. By shows, I mean just straight up coverage. I don't know. Thomas Troxel, our Talladega winner, still holding on 5th in the standings, despite the suspension he had earlier in the season. I know I don't usually like to mention suspensions and all that, but I mean at this point I'm avoiding the obvious, or the elephant in the room, so I might as well address it now. But ultimately, regardless, 5th in the standings, and he's holding on. We'll see how he does tonight. Cam Smith, 15th on the board in standings. I don't see where he's on practice. We didn't look at practice standings yet. We're getting close to it too, but shoot, I was just going through random people. Let's just go through the guys on the speed. There's only like 2 minutes left of me to do that. I'm sure I can find time. But yeah, Cam Smith, he's looking to have a solid night tonight in that 7 car. And Mr. Kyle Watts, you can come up with so many nicknames for this guy with how successful and consistent he is. Didn't get the win yesterday, but man, he probably had the fastest car to do it yesterday in CCRS Evergreen. Last week went for the full weekend sweep, won CCRS NARL and DSRA. So that's interesting for sure. He won't be able to repeat that this week as DSRA is not running. Granted, I mean, he could do it in IFAR, but and still with the fact that he did not win CCRS, he could do it tonight. He could win tonight. He's currently 1st on the board on lap times for practice. We're just talking about Trevor Davis. Since I already talked about him, I'm going to make this brief. He's 2nd on the board with a 29.7. And 3rd on the board, Jerry Cook. He's in the 86. Again, he's making some rebounds and standings. Hasn't made a lot of races, but or hasn't made all the races, so I think towards the end of this, he may be one to watch when drop races come to play. Colton Kalovich, P2 last week at Daytona. He's 4th on the board in terms of lap time, so he's cooking right now. And Kez Hiller, he's in the 59, 5th on the board. Now, again, he's one of those guys that hasn't made all the races, so looking for a good run tonight.
Okay, I am still continuing to watch the most unimpressive efforts from drivers during practice, so if I find these drivers are lacking during the race, I will be penalized them extra hard, because it doesn't seem like you're all that interested in trying to learn.
Collins is currently 6th on the practice board in lap times. And he was running pretty good yesterday at CCRS. Started pole. We'll see how he does tonight. AJ Rodriguez looks like he's found some speed. I've noticed he's been in a bit of a decline lately, and it's good to see that he's found a little bit of footing here. P7 in practice. See if that can move him to a good finish in the race. 25, Cameron McElreath, currently 8th on the board with a 29.8. And currently 9th on the board is Gino Bononi. Target car, again, one of those guys is very consistent, very fast. Certain standings, and then Garson Muyoung, who, I mean, we talked about at the beginning of the season, he's just had the worst start to a season I've seen in a minute. But that's probably because this is the only time I've been looking from a broadcaster's perspective. But still, we'll see how he does tonight and see if he can get a good finish for sure. But yeah, ultimately, just bad start to the season. He's had some good finishes here and there since that, but not sitting too pretty in the point standings at the moment. So, coming to closing practice, in fact, so much to an extent that it's over, and Carl just got plowed. Well, it's practice, so I guess it's fine, but as race control said, that taking practice seriously is crucial at this point for a lot of guys, as a lot of guys are struggling here in practice. But yeah, again, Tala working on that all-time stat sheet. I'll get you all up to date with that sooner or later. They're going to qualifying now. I'm going to use this as an advantage to see how many laps of a tank of gas you get. You get 33 laps to a tank. Let's see how long the race is. 67 laps. So 33 plus 33 is 66. So if we get, I mean, it's close. You could one-stop it, theoretically. Honestly, I don't know. I doubt it would go green, though, for that. So it'd be cool if it did, but it probably won't. So, yay. Yeah, no. It's gotta be something. So, Qualifying here at Chicagoland, I know I didn't mention it, but a lot of those times we see in practice were draft laps. Draft is a big factor here in terms of lap times, so I'm not going to say some of those guys might still cook, but hey, we'll see what happens here in the qualifying session that we're going about to see here. I did get in and out of my car, so these people aren't waiting like 20 years to get their qualifying in, but see how it goes. I don't think we're going to see any 29.4s like we were, or 29.5s like we were seeing in practice. But I think 29.6 will probably be the highest we'll see. Unless I'm wrong. Take a shot for each caution. Well, one, I'm underage, or not underage. I'm not old enough to drink. Two, if I did have a choice of beverage, I currently don't have choice of beverage, and that choice of beverage would be an ice cold Dr. Pepper. And I do not get drunk off Dr. Pepper. However, occasionally, sometimes when I'm drinking chocolate milk, I start getting a little blurry, but I think that's just purely out of, I don't know. There's no reason for that. It just happens sometimes. But hey, chocolate milk's good stuff. I ain't gonna complain. But see, I got some root beer. Well, it's actually no, I don't. Never mind. Regardless. Yeah, that's a pretty good drinking game there, though, Zach. Just making sure, not even making sure, just like taking a shot every caution. That's a good drinking game. Question with that is how many losers or winners you're gonna have. Somebody complaining about the track and the chat. I'm curious to see who that is. Usually I don't call out people for complaining about stuff, but I mean, they've had like 30 minutes of practice, shouldn't be complaining about it, and if you are complaining about it, then don't race. I mean, simple as that. But regardless, Jerry Cook on the pole. I don't even know if this is his first pole of the season or not, because I don't keep track of that too well. Somebody's on the wall back there. I think it's Elaine Johnson. But I gotta go back and see that. How did that happen? Huh? Oh, they had a little help. I logged into the server, and Bryson was there, and boom, they're on the wall. Regardless, things look pretty solid now. I don't know if there's a server jittering or if it's the 99. It looks like it's probably the 99. Is 88 is not jittering at all. Let me go back to my pit lane cams. Broadcasters picks. I kind of quit doing picks because I felt like I was kind of nitpicking on, like, I don't want people to feel left out because I'm not picking them, you know. And sometimes it's like harder to find picks and vice versa. Like sometimes you find fields that are like really close and whatnot. But I mean, I guess it's no problem for this race. I guess I could do a top 5 picks. I'd say Colrad. He's been consistent. He's been fast. He got 3rd here last time he raced at this track, so he'd definitely be one of my picks for sure. I'd have to go with Kyle Watts. He'd probably be my first pick, but just purely because I wouldn't want to keep it the same every week, because he'd probably be on my picks every week at this point. But Kyle Watts, second on my picks, because, well, I mean, look at his stats, man. He's insane. It'd be stupid not to pick him. Let's see. I mean, and then probably, you know, this track's kind of unpredictable. Probably go with Noah Degenhardt as well. Top 3 in standings pretty much. So, yeah, Noah Degenhardt, they've been fast, consistent. They've won twice this season. So has Kyle. I think Kyle's won 3 times this season, actually. But, they've been fast. Gino, he only has 1 win this season, but he's been, like, hot on these guys' toes. He's another pick, so it's like four guys. Then 5th on my pick would probably be, we'll see. Heck, shoot, let's go for Tala. I mean, he qualified 3rd. Might as well shoot for Tala. He got 3rd yesterday at CCRS. He's been finding something lately, so we'll put him as my 5th pick. Kirsten saying that Carl's going to win. Carl, Yeah, he's winning. Yeah. Uh-huh. All right. I didn't quite give you all the full qualifying, but I'm not going to go through all of it. Or actually, I do have time to go through all of it. Look at it. Anyways, fourth Kyle Watts on the board for qualifying. Usually you see him starting pole. I want to say he started pole almost every race this season, but I can't say for certain. I know yesterday he had a similar thing where he didn't qualify pole. Thomas Troxel, P5 in qualifying. Steph Thomas, P6. Owen Patrick, P7 in qualifying. I haven't seen him in a minute, but he cooked with that lap time. Harry Crawford with a fast one, too. P8 on the board. And Harry, he's only like 3 races back from hiatus he had. Cameron McElreath, he's 9th on the board. Trevor Davis, 10th on the board, despite being 2nd fastest in practice. Brandon Beal, 11th on the board. Josh Clements, 12th on the board. Garrison Million, 13th on the board. I'm going to quit saying on the board, that way I don't trip over myself and accidentally say over the border. Jolani Howell, Nico's Video. Captain Sleepers himself, Johnny Salos. Carl Childress, Cam Smith. Let me just go ahead and scroll down all the way. Colton Petipas, John Felber, AJ Rodriguez, despite having a decently strong practice lap time, didn't quite have the best qualifying run. Cole Mather, Blake Kincannon, Daniel Barbosa, Elaine Johnson, Bryson Miller, Cameron Jamison, Chris Bowes, Hudson Davis, Kez Hiller, who also had a good practice lap time, but didn't quite have a great qualifying lap. And then Roman Gonzalez, one of my picks, Cole Rodriguez, didn't quite have the best lap. And Kenny Campos, the last of the cars to qualify. Guys that are probably going to race and didn't qualify is going to be Colton Kalovich, Neil Gallagher, Jarrett Gravoy, Thomas Troxel, or not Thomas Troxel, I can say Thomas Troxel, it's Thomas Rosenthal, Kenneth Miller, and Noah Degenhart. And I'm not racing because I'm broadcasting. Alright, let's check the chat. Yeah, Cameron McKellar's been doing good in Essex. Yeah, I mean, I usually race in Essex, and like the past few races, I haven't really exactly like been up front for the most part. I just kind of go up there towards the end, at least from I remember. The race before Kansas is kind of a blur, but I guess I just haven't seen him up there. But yeah, he's definitely been cooking. I'm not saying it's a shocker because he's definitely been improving in our overall. So interesting to see how he does. Clean up their act. But yeah, I agree with that as well. I think that's one thing. If they do improve, they'll be improving even better on the track as well. So one good thing to have when you're racing is to have people that enjoy racing with you, and you're going to be raced a lot more cleanly if people that race around you race with you. Doesn't exactly mean friends, because I mean friends. That just depends on how you and a friend is. But heck, I guess it's kind of an open subject. But regardless, I don't know why I was in Carl's car.
It is race time. So rules for the race are that if we have a wreck, we will have a restart. Probably have a few restarts, unfortunately. When we have a caution, is going to be from a multi-car wreck or from 5 cars on the spin counter, though if it gets ridiculous enough, I might just take out the spin counter for this one. So, when we're about to go green, I will call quiet zone where nobody can type in chat, then control where it's up to the leader to type green into chat before you cross the start-finish line. Also, I should mention, when we have a caution, the field is frozen. There is no racing back to the line. It will be done entirely by me calling it over TeamSpeak. So, it is going to be a 67-lap race. It is a very easy track, which means you don't need to force it on lap 1 or 2 or 3. If it gets ridiculous enough, I will have us go single file at the start if we have to, because I just want us to try to get a little bit of green flag racing in. Good luck.
Alright, yeah, from what I heard, honestly, I would suspect that to be the case, that most of this is probably going to be a lot of guys having troubles in terms of car stability, so that is going to be the challenge tonight. They're already struggling under pacing, so could be a long night. I didn't check how many cars are in the field, but regardless, I don't think it's near 30. Should I cook on the restart? Because I know we're going to have a restart. I just know it. Like, there's no... Why do I even bother thinking there's not going to be one? But there's going to be a restart. So, Jerry Cook, he's going to lead us off of turn 4. Pace cars in. Gino Bononi on the front row as well. I was way too close to the finish line here with my camera. But Jerry Cook going to lead us through green here at Chicagoland. When do they start wrecking? Where's the wreck? Where's the funny wreck? I seen some jitters from.
Well,
where's it gonna happen?
That's our restart. Wreck it up.
What happened? Let's see if I can find out what happened before he restarts the server.
Okay, so
No idea.
on this start, everyone is to go single file.
I'm biting the bullet. I do not blame him. That was a good
Also,
call.
this is a reminder for the people at the back, since it was a wreck at the back that caused this. If you see a giant stack up going on in front, do not drive into the stack up and hope that it will suddenly get better while you get there. Just wait patiently for it to sort itself out. Then you can start slicing and dicing and gaining 20 positions in 2 laps.
I was way off. I thought we had like less than 30. We have just under 40. So on the track, there's going to be probably like 9 cars that aren't going to show at some points in this race because it feels that big. But I think with how this race is going to go, it won't take long for that number to make the difference anyway because of the field itself. Where is... Alright, they're not loading up because it's only 30 cars. Blake didn't qualify well. Alright.
Again, we're going single file for this, so drive patiently while everyone gets into their positions.
On single file, looks like people are already struggling with that. 25 appears to be having a hard time figuring that out. This is going to be rough. I hope they can't really lower the pacing, but I hope these guys back here get it figured out here quick because we're going green here pretty soon. This time, single file. Will it stick? God knows. Jerry Cook on the front. Right, it's not even a row now. It's just a long stick that's got curves to it because it's a track that's got corners. But regardless, Jerry Cook, he's going to lead us to the green here. Will this be our last restart? Probably not. But green flag is in the air here at Chicagoland. Oh my gosh, this is a big field. Forever to get those guys. Let's see, let's go side by side. Kyle Watt's already making a move on Tala Aziz for... I think Thomas Truxell just warped into Affinity there for just a second, but we're fine. Weeball, I think Kyle Watts, he already made a move on Tala Aziz. Holy cow, we actually this... We official? We did it? Yeah, we made a lap. Alright, baller. Okay, we cooked. And Kyle Watts, I think, doing a similar strategy.
1 out of 5 on the counter.
Doing a similar strategy to what he did last night. Just try to pass as many cars as quickly as possible. And we'll see how that goes for him for sure here tonight. Again, last night, CCRS was more of a short track. This is a 1.5 mile track, unless I'm wrong. We did have 1 car in the spin counter. I am curious to see who that is.
2 out of 5.
Colton Kalovich. And I believe, I don't know if it's another spinner or what. That's Daniel Barbosa. Hopefully he gets off the track before the leaders come. It looks like he will, but Colton Kalovich also on spinning. It was mentioned that in this race the spin counter may be removed, but we will see how that goes. Cameron Jamison is at Cameron Jamison's disposal if he needs it. Back to the front, Jerry Cook still holds the lead. Kyle Watts has already gotten around Gino Bononi, and Tala is potentially trying to get underneath Gino Bononi there, but Gino holding serve in that spot in P3. Thomas Troxel, he's still holding on to the top 5 as well. Steph Thomas, P6, a little bit further back. Trevor Davis, he's made quick work of these guys. I don't think he qualified that well, but he's made some quick spots. Take that back. I think he qualified like 11th or something. I don't remember. Cameron McKellar, he's up here. He did hit the wall there briefly, so bit of a setback, but we'll see. Brandon Beal, P9, and currently 10th is Joshua Clements. And side by side for that's the wrong button. For P11 is Garson Muyong, Henry Crawford.
If you get a black flag from pitting under green, you have to serve it.
I'm not even gonna ask because I already know. I'm not even gonna bother. Battle for P11 is heating up. It's been heating up here. Harry Crawford, Garson Muyong. battling pretty hard there, but I think Garson is going to get that spot, and Jonathan Salos may go for that spot as well now. P12 on Harry Crawford.
3 out of 5.
5 with the counter. See anything happen up front? It's Barbosa. Kyle Watts catching Jerry. Other than that, nothing else. Owen Patrick has spun. Sucks he had a good qualifying run too. Sometimes it's just how the cookie crumbles. But Kyle Watts is... Oh, Jerry hits the wall there. That may be just enough for Kyle Watts to make a move, potentially. He's working on him. And again, this track, I don't... I think it's a tire eater, for sure. But...
4 out of 5.
Wow, we're going to have a caution here soon, aren't we? I don't know. I don't think it was Barbosa. I think it was... Harry Crawford is spun around. I'm going to look at this because he was up here. Looks like he's over-aggressive on the car. Unfortunately, might have been a little bit of... I want to say dirtier, but does this game have that? No idea. So we will roll with that. Behind him is Dino Barbosa. Oh, these guys are about to get lapped here.
Caution is out. Caution is out. Field is frozen. Pace speed 55.
I'd imagine that is a spin counter quota that has been met. Colton Petipus.
The lucky dog is the 51 car.
Like the 85 of Hudson Davis has decided to park it from the race. Or if he was involved in anything.
So 51, you will be able to pit this time because you are getting your lap back by the lucky dog. For the other car, Crawford, who I believe was the car that brought out the caution, to be able to get your lap back, you would have to stay out of pits.
Oh wait, it was for Crawford? Dang.
Okay, my mistake. It sounds like it was the... Okay, that was my mistake then. So Crawford is going to get the lucky dog. I will give him his lap. And Barbosa, I will take away your lap so you're back to what you originally had. You will be able to get a lap back by staying out of pits. Or you can pit and just not get a lap back. Pace speed is 55. Pits are open this time.
So here what happened to Colton Petipus. I'm pretty sure this is what brought out the yellow. As it was second on the spin counter. Yes, again, tires. I'm 8 laps into these tires, and if you swerve a little too hard, and it's going to go around on you. Colton Petipus found out. Colton Kalovich got into the back of him. Colton on Colton violence, if you will. Let's look at Colton's. Let's look at Colton's onboard of Colton's wreck. See if Colton wrecked into Colton hard enough to take the Colton out of Colton. I don't think he hit him that hard. I think he'll be alright. In terms of engine damage, no idea. But in terms of who's going to be leading out of pit road, we should be finding out right now. That is the wrong pit lane cam. And Jerry Cook first out of pits. Kyle Watts, then Gina Bononi, Tom Struxel, and P5 out is Tal Aziz. A little bit of a spin from 41 and the 35.
I will clear that.
A lot of spots cost for the 35, but 41 Jonathan Salos went around there briefly. Let's go ahead and take a look at what happened to Jonathan on pit road. So it looks like a couple lines interjoined, and that's where Trevor Davis originally went around as well. Yeah, Trevor just... Yeah, that was Trevor just.
We may be going green this time, depending on if everyone catches up. Remember to take 1 car length gaps between you before we get to the line, because I want everyone to be able to pace easily and with room to react if there's a checkup.
Jerry Cook once again going to lead us here. Are they going green or not? I don't remember if he. I think he said maybe, but we'll see if that holds to serve.
Quiet zone. control.
And green flag back out here on lap 12:67. Everyone went to pit road, so that's going to make this thing a that nobody. If we do have to make green flag stops at the end, it's one stop. But I doubt we'll see green flag stops. Good start by Jerry Cook there. Kyle Watts still second. Gino Benoni still third. And nothing really changed in the top 5. However, for some Mu Young, he's trying to go around Joshua Clemens here. Makes quick work of him. And he caught up to Tala Aziz there pretty good as well. Jonathan Solos, despite the spot C might have lost on pit road, if he did, he didn't lose much. I don't know if he lost any, but regardless, he is making some spots up here quickly. Already in the top 10. I don't know if he was in the top 10 after that pit road thing or not. AJ Rodriguez versus Carl Childress. Spot in the top 15. I did hear something in the back. I'm going to pretend nothing happened because
1 out of
funny.
5.
Okay, now I'm curious. By the way, while that was happening, Kyle Watts has taken the lead. Let's see what happened here. It looks like Colton got loose, cold tires, and Roman actually got in the back of Kenny, and that put him into that. Or I don't think anyone hit him. He's on pit road getting some fresh tires, and I don't know about gas, but fresh tires. But Kyle Watts, I don't think tire saving is in his vocabulary, and he is showing that to be the case right now. He, as people stated, usually drives out of his tire wear, which is just canonically insane how he does that. But like the top 5 is definitely bunched together a little bit here. Benoni and Jerry Cook. I don't think they're really battling per se, but trying to manage their stuff. I think Jerry going a little bit higher there, letting Gino by. See Colton Calavich. I actually can barely see it, but Colton Calavich coming out of pit road. Gino takes P2. Jerry, I think, is saving his stuff up a bit more. I don't know for certain, or maybe he just wants to let Gino by. I'm not sure, but I don't think that was an overtake that Gino had. What the heck was that? I was looking at a battle, talking about something else, and keyboard moment? Question mark? I don't know. Thomas Rosenthal coming out of pit road. Back and forth between Jonathan Solos, potentially Josh Clements. Solos is falling back to 7th. Goes for video, battling for, I believe it's either 9th or 10th.
1 out of 5.
10th. I think it'd be 2 out of 5, but regardless.
2 out of 5 actually. We want 2 out of 5.
Because Colton spun out. Let's see what happened. Looks like Thomas Rosenthal. I think he might have spun exiting the pits. It looks like that is the case. Yeah, that flat surface, weight shifting, just spins you around sometimes. Again, this track is probably one of the more difficult in terms of car control, and ultimately, it's not horrible, but you know, you got some guys that are struggling a little bit in that department. But hey, sometimes that's how it goes. Bit of a decent gap between the top 5 as Garson Muyung has powered his way into 3rd. Talking about CCRS yesterday, that race was a race of all time, and an interesting finish to it. He was leading with I think 5-ish to go. I don't remember how many laps to go, but hit the wall on the exit of turn 4.
3 out of 5.
And Robbie Gilvin got in the back of him, took him out of contention of a potential win. I think Owen Patrick may have went around. I'm not going to go back and look at that though. I don't even think it was Owen Patrick. Let's see.
Okay, it was back-to-back one, so still 2 out of 5.
Okay, no one's on pit road, so no idea. Oh, it's back-to-back. Okay, so it was 46 probably. 46 is actually probably did it and called it a night. It's struggling a little bit too much with the track, and that's understandable. Kyle Watts still holding the lead. And Garson Muyung going for P2. I was talking about he got kind of robbed of a win yesterday. But one could argue that he robbed Viola out of a win, but regardless, that's not my place to judge. Just my place to talk about. Something interesting. Well, that little bit of side-by-side brush brought Josh Clements right up here, and I think he's going to go underneath him here on the exit of 4. Does so. Josh Clements and Jonathan Solos both make that move to the bottom. I don't even think Garson made that huge mistake, just didn't quite get that exit speed he needed, and these two capitalized. And that just goes to show this track is kind of a draft track, kind of. Not a whole lot, but kind of. Those guys that lag back, those further back, at least up front, they know how to manage their stuff a little bit better in terms of draft and tires, I think. But, you know, you lag back a little further, you're still getting that sniff, but you're also still in the draft and you're not losing a bunch of time. It's kind of like gambling in a sense, but not really. Big slide from Gino Bononi, holds on to it, hits the wall. It's going to cost him a couple spots, but more importantly, he's still running and in the race. Carson Moyang, after trying to go into the original overtake of the 24, has lost, or I guess I already seen that, never mind. But the 48 and 41 are definitely going through the field quite a bit right now as this battle heating up between Gino and Garson. Jerry Cook drafts to the backup of Gino. A little bit of arrow push into the entry. Tall as is also. He's caught up a little bit. A little bit of Jerry's from the 70. Ooh, wall tap from the 24. Holds on to it. Nice. No.
Caution is out. Caution is out. Feels frozen.
And I can understand that yellow for sure. Impeding wreck. That was just close racing. I don't think you can just blame anybody there. That was just close racing, it looked like. Let's go take a look, see what happened. I think, I mean, Gino was getting loose.
Lucky Dog is the 22 car.
Last time around, and then Jerry had to run. Yeah, I was talking about Garson. He's jittering a little bit. Gino had to, he got in the wall there, and Jerry just wasn't quite ready for that. Gino almost had it saved, and then clipped the back of that 86 at the last second there, spinning him around. Was the 14 involved? The Tala hit? I know he was pretty close. Take a look. Actually, let's take a look at his roof cam. He probably has a better roof cam than any of these guys, honestly.
Okay, Colton, you can either drive around the field and then it'll subtract a lap and you can go into pits, or you can wait for the leaders to go by and I assume pit this time by, since I assume you'll want to pit. Okay.
It's just an unfortunate set of circumstances. They almost had it saved. Gino, he did save it, but at the expense of Jerry, unfortunately, and Jerry had technically got him loose in the first place. But you know what they say? That's how the cookie crumbles sometimes. Jonathan Solos, he's in this race, by the way. P3 out of pit road. I think he was P3 before pit stops, but this took Jerry Cook, who was up front for a decent portion of this race, is now in the back after getting involved in that accident.
We will not be going green this time. We'll be going green next time by.
So Kyle Watts, he's got a new set of challengers now. Gino Bononi, he's also fallen back with that in mind. Some of these guys may have taken a bit of strategy call in terms of, I'm not sure if it was tires or what. I mean, in my opinion, I would not take two tire call at this track with how cold the tires like to get on the restarts. But hey, I'm not one to judge. But well, yeah. But yeah, Jonathan Solos P3 out of pit road, Garson Moon P4, and then Thomas Troxel's just kind of been hanging in there in the top 5 most of this race. Cam Smith P6 out of pit road, came in P8. He's been top 10 for actually I think all of this race for the most part. Had a pretty good race there at 7 car. Jelani Howell running pretty good, top 10. And then Cole Rodriguez, he's starting to reel his way into the top half of this field after not qualifying, or actually he did qualify, he didn't qualify well. So hopefully he has a good finish tonight. Nico Servideo and AJ Rodriguez rounds out your top 10. The Juno just behind him. Well, they are going green potentially. If you're in the top 10, you're in a Diesel Motorsports sandwich. See these guys faring the restart. Going green lap 28 of 67. Again, these guys will have to pit again for sure.
We're going green this time. Get you 1 car length gaps. Quite so. Control.
First Amelia and quick to make a move on Jonathan Salos. And Thomas Troxell's in the business now. 3 wide at this point, I don't think would have been too great of an idea, but I mean, we've seen him make it work in the past. Great move by Thomas Troxell, though, to undercut that 70 on exit, and that 70 also overdrove the corner some. But here comes Jonathan Salos. He's going to try to get underneath this 10 car in the entry of 1 and 2. Doesn't quite do it. Backs up the corner. Here comes Cam Smith. Oh, Thomas Troxell, he gets loose. They saved it. Wow. Oh, never mind.
Caution's out. Caution's out. Field is frozen. Pace speed 55.
A lot happened in there. A lot of guys just being aggressive as heck.
Pits are closed.
Goodness, that was a lot that happened there. Let's reel it back to see what happened to the 10 of Thomas Troxell. Side by side, Jonathan Salos, we were talking about that. He sent it in deep to make sure he cleared the 41, and then cost him in the mid corner. Carson had to slow up for him, and he got in the wall. They saved it, kept it fine. Unfortunately, they lost a ton of spots, but Jelani Howell had another hiccup right behind those guys in the same mix of cars that spun them around. Let's just take a look and see what happened there. I think it's just a bunch of cars getting too close together. Let's see. So Cam got bumper grabbed, and then Jelani got hit from that. It looks like that's what happened. I don't think Cole was making a move there intentionally, or Cam for that matter.
Pits will be open this time.
Yeah, the 7 goes low. Oh, okay, yeah, no, I don't think that was bumper grab. I think the 91 was intending to make a move on the 7 as the 7 was making a move on the 41. But regardless.
So we will be doing a caution cooldown for this run. So that means that when we take the green, it will be 4 laps of green flag and what, unless it is a field clear week. Oh, yep, I will get you your lap score as well, so you are back on lead lap with Lucky Dog.
Race control pit road is open now, and this pretty big important pit stop here for these guys. Some guys staying out, obviously. Mixed bag for sure. Don't know how to feel about it, but ultimately we got a caution cooldown. Now, I believe he said it was going to be until lap, heck, I don't know. I'm just going to guess like I usually do and end up being right because it's always 5 laps, but heck, I could be wrong. I think it is lap 30. We'll see, where is Jelani? Jelani did pit. Where's Kyle Watts in this mess? I don't know if we're going to go green this time, but wherever we go green, I'm going to add 5 laps to it. Or whenever Cameron calls otherwise, will be however the caution cooldown is going to end up being.
15 to the back of the field.
Now a lot of these guys are going to, I just actually hit the wrong button. I hit V, but button Ken with black flag. But yeah, going to be something. Cold tires.
There's a car parked on the back street. Be careful.
Parked on the back straight. What the heck?
We will not be going green this time by. It will be next time by.
Banger's parked on the back straight. Whoever it was got it figured out. I don't see anyone parked there now. Chris Bowe's still on
This
pit
is not
road.
Chicago BR. I don't know of a version of that.
He just pit. Oh, I think. Oh, I don't know what's going on. Engine just quit. Well, that is some crazy
Unfortunate.
RNG.
So we'll be going green next time by. That will be on
Dang.
lap 32. We will be staying green until at least lap 36. So, since we're going green this time, I want everyone to get you 1 car length gaps early.
Alright, so lap 37 is when we're going to be going off the cooldown clock. First car with fresh tires, I don't remember, but I think it's Gino. Don't hold me to that though, but I think it's Gino. P15, so almost certain of that. But again, I said before, how these guys are going to manage cold tires, we're going to find out, because this is going to be probably one of the most challenging restarts of the race for a lot of these guys up front. Accidents out of the race. The 51 is done for the day. The 85, 46, 66 Kenny Campos.
Okay, correction, we're going on lap 33, so it'll be
Bose.
through lap 37 that we have green flag racing. In either case, going green this time, quiet zone.
It's 33 left in the field, and only 3 cars aren't going to show up on my camera if I show the full field, but it's a big field, so I highly doubt that'll be a problem. And as he said, going through, it's pretty close to our fuel window, but again, like I said, I don't think fuel is going to be a concern for this race.
Control.
Green flag back in the air. Kyle Watts. Josh had a really good start there, and nobody spun the tires on the initial restart there. Question is, can they hold on the corners? Josh Clements, he's really, I want to say he's up here for the first time tonight, but I mean, he's just been working his way up here along, and Jonathan Salas has just been right behind him, making their way up here. Oh, Cam Smith a bit close on entry. Who? Cole Rodriguez was not ready for that. Big chuck up there. Tula Aziz tries to taking advantage. Carl Childress right behind him. Those guys did not pit. I mean, neither Cole. But whoa-wee. Big upset there from Cam Smith. Entering the corner way too hot. The back, I think I've seen AJ Rodriguez battling Cameron Jamison again. Cameron Jamison, he's got the freshest. He must be on. He got them 4 fresh Mr. Field Goods, and he's got the best track position of the guys who got the freshest Field Goods. He's going to have one heck of a tear these next few laps. Crash up front, the 7 and the 41 got together. We're under caution cooldown, so no yellow for that. A lot of big mix-ups in the back. 7 cars having an issue, I think. Take a look at what happened.
Cooldown ends in 1 lap.
41 takes a higher entry, and because the 7 dived it in, and then boom. That's rough. Very rough. But other than that, I was about to say we made it through fine, but other than that, and other than this as well, we made it through okay. Roman's on pit road. The next car is Kyle Watts. Cole Rodriguez on a tear right now. I think Josh Clemens might have made a mistake somewhere. Caution cooldown has ended, so anything from here will be under normal rules. Josh Clemens now getting overtaken by Tula Aziz. That smoke you see is from Jonathan Salos, who spun out just a little bit ago.
1
I
out of
just
5.
say Jonathan Salos, I meant to say John Felber. There's too many Johns in this field. 1 out of 5 on the spin counter. We're going to find out who that is. I don't know. I think John didn't count. Might have been Cameron McKellar. I see some smoke on the front.
2 out of 5.
Nico's videos went around. I think Neil Gallagher might have had an issue as well, but regardless, we hold on. Cole Rodriguez and Kyle Watts up here right now. Tula Aziz holding serve in 3rd. Josh Clements in 4th, and then P5 Kez Hiller in the 59. And Carl Childress in P6. And Jonathan Saul is after that. Somebody just spun.
3 out of 5.
Holy. Oh, that's a caution. That is a caution. Am I not... I'm not hearing anything from race control, but that is a caution. 25 is spun once again right in front of the leaders. Are they not gonna call yellow? Are they not calling yellow for that? I guess these guys don't want a yellow. I'm not hearing anything from race control.
Yeah, 3 out of 5.
Three out of 5. Yeah. Okay. I mean, I guess that's 3 out of 5. Holy heck. No caution for that. It's called a bit too late though, so we'll see if that is going to end up being a caution or not, as it was called. No one said anything in the chat.
I probably missed that one, but still green.
Yeah, it was just too long ago because they didn't say anything until like 3 laps after it happened. So you gotta say something in the chat. 25 struggling big time. That could have been bad. Fortunately, it wasn't. So we ball. Next car go to lap down is Nico Servideo. He gives plenty of room to Kyle Watts. Yeah, he goes a lap down. Maybe give a little bit too much room. He hit the wall there. Cole Rodriguez, and it looks like Josh Clemens has gotten around tall as is for P3. And he's going to try to get underneath Cole Rodriguez here for P2. Big slide in there. I say big send. It looked like a big send from that camera angle. 99 Elaine Johnson in pit road after flipping. Ultimately, that's 99 parking it after wrecking very badly, and no one saying anything, and therefore no caution because no one said anything. Because Caesar can't see anything. It can't see everything. He may be the all-seeing eye, but every once in a while there's a spot in that eye that's a little blind. Not to mention, he's like on the track, so like he quite literally can't see everything, even if he wanted to. Jonathan Salo's up here. He's racing hard, trying to get back up to the back of the 48 where he was before. Again, he hit the wall. Damage will probably hindering that 41 car. I don't know how much, but it's probably hindering him for sure, a little bit at least. Somebody had an oopsie whoopsie up here.
Gonna call that 4 out of 5.
Don't know who, but somebody did. I think that was John Felber, seeing he's the car on the bottom. I want to pull away from these two, but it looks like Josh is cooking something. I don't want to. I don't want to pull away right when he's going to make a move. Never mind, he's at the wall. He's probably not going to make a move now. But it looks like Kieran McKellareth and Elaine Johnson have called it a night. Paul's is maybe trying to think about getting around that 91 potentially, but that hurts his entry. Jonathan Salos, he's going to take full advantage on the bottom on the exit of the corner. And Gino Bonino, I remember what I was telling you, he's going to be on a charge. Freshest tires in the field in terms of track position. You know what? I say that. He pitted that last stop. Holy, Talo was kind of close there. But he pitted that last stop. Of these guys up here, he's got the freshest tires, and he is making ground. Cam Smith, he's having issues. I think when he spun, it killed his tires a bit. Holding on to it. Oh man, he is struggling. More cars going to lap down. Jerry Cook there. He's holding on.
Caution
Harry
is out.
Crawford.
Caution is out. Feels frozen. Pace speed 55.
What happened there? Something happened to Harry. I don't know if that's why the
Lucky
caution.
Dog is the 2 car. I will score you your lap. You can pit and still be at the back of the field with the lead lap. Everyone else, you will have to stay out of pits to be able to get your lap back for this caution.
I think what happened is he was trying to go to pit road and he hit the brakes and it went into the wall. I can't relate. I've had that happen to me once before. Fortunately, it keeps me back going. I don't think that's what the caution's out for, though. I honestly have no idea.
It's open this time.
Maybe it was for the 95 impeding the field, I guess. That's the only thing I can think of off the top of my head, but that's probably what it was for. So once again in pit road, and I think if you pit from here, you're good to the end in terms of fuel. Going around pit lane cam. Some gutsy, crazy people staying out. I like it. They may be staying out just to lead a couple laps, though. We will see for sure. Brandon Beal and Roman Gonzalez staying out on the track, along with Harry Crawford and Neil Gallagher, but they may be laps down and waiting to pit next time around.
I will clear that.
Kyle Watts going to win it out of pit road. The server has met God right in the middle of pit stops. Holy. Scary situation there. Still warping a little bit. Carl Childress holds, well, he was holding in for a second. Oh my gosh. Never mind. Things are not okay.
88, take your spot in front
Oh
of
my
58.
gosh.
I'm pretty sure that you were in front of me. We will not be going green this time to be able to fix this.
That
This
might
is
be
actually not Starlink. This is cable.
not Sterling. Holy moly. Right in front of the
So again,
orange rolling
we are not
car.
going green this time. We'll be going green next time by.
Unfortunate. Man, these two right inside of each other doing that weird thing using seeing those TNT 93 videos. And then the zero car, that is the orange rolling car, caught in the crossfire. These two, that might be racing any damage for both of them. That is some pretty gnarly stuff. I don't see that two car moving at all. His race might be done. Unfortunate set of circumstances. Server lag just taking him out of the race like that. Holy. Looks like a roof cam from the zero.
Pits are open this time.
Crazy stuff right there. Sometimes server do be doing that. Pit road is open for a little bit longer. Cable internet versus Starlink. Pick your poison. But big damage to the 07. Colton Petipus may be done for the night, but holy, I think in terms of race performance ability, both those cars, the 07 and the 2, are basically, they're done. I'd be shocked to see that car on the track again. I'd be shocked. That car is
95
cooked.
to the back of the field.
Anyways, with that in mind, how are the leaders doing and where did they switch up? Because I think most of these guys had at least a decent enough gap where there wasn't any problems. Kyle Watts still holding the lead. And Bremen top 3 is about the same.
We might not be able to go green this time either after the incidents of that server link.
Server link. Oh, he said server blink. I thought he said server link. Oh well.
It might have been a server moment, so I will add you that back manually.
Yeah, other than that, not a whole
We
lot
will
going on.
not be going green this time.
07's now back on pit road, or back out of pit road after that flimsy thing that happened. No hood on that car. But other than that, I mean, the roof looks pretty scuffed too. I'd imagine that thing's got some engine damage. He probably won't be on pace with the rest of the guys, but try to finish this thing in a respectable fashion. I imagine he runs in cockpit, so at least he has a little bit more viewing room with the hood being gone, so I guess that's a plus. It's a benefit. Two-car Colton Petipus.
So we'll be going green this time, and it is going to be a caution cooldown starting on the green, so we will stay green through lap 56.
Heard the race controller, but yeah, Colton, they might just be sitting there just to sit there. I'm not sure, but regardless, that was insane how that went through. That was just gnarly. And it's very rare to see damage that would give just the hood to be gone on a car. Bryson Millen, Bryson, why did I say Bryson Millen? I'm losing my mind. Bryson Miller, he's gonna try to tote that hunk of junk to the end of this thing, and fortunately he doesn't have a whole lot of.
Remember to take you 1 car gaps for this restart.
Fortunately, there is not a whole lot left in this race. There's about, let's see, I'm not doing math, so yeah, screw you guys, I'm not doing math. Womp womp. Caution cooldown till lap 56. That is basically
Quiet zone.
like 10 to go-ish, so do with that information what you will.
Control.
Great start there. Josh, a little bit of a slip up, but holds on. Again, old tires are not as bad as I thought they would be, but ultimately we ball. Carl Childress making quick work of the 19 potentially. That's the only side-by-side I've seen there, so I mean you shouldn't be going side-by-side in racers anyway, but hey, I mean who am I to judge? Yeah, now we got some side-by-side. Tolas is there. He's I think he's getting passed by the 70. Ooh, man, he's cutting it close to those guys. Bit of a wall tap there. This is a bunch of spots. Jonathan Salos gonna go for that spot on the 78. Side by side down the back straightaway. Again, I say that cautiously because it's technically not a straight, but you get my gist. Might have a crossover here, but I don't know. I was gonna go look at Jerry, see what he had. It looked like he had a battle going, but this battle looks spicier. Man, bunch of back and forth. We're gonna see another crossover from the 41, potentially. I think 78 wants that spot more than the 41 at the moment. Again, tires are a factor. Tullis is falling back a few more spots. Thomas Troxel able to clear him. Kez Hiller getting that run on the top. And I see smoke. Why do I see smoke? That's a good question. Somebody probably spun out. But probably didn't spin out because it's all next to the wall. So, I mean, you good, right? Yeah, you good. It's all good. All right, these two side by side. Kez Hiller, Tala Aziz for position. I believe this is P10. Mather fell out. He's back in the server now. And it looks like Tala's gonna hold on the spot for now. A good exit on the corner, on one of the corners there. Other than that, it is choo 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 up here up front. Jump on that tire saving train. I keep accidentally hitting keyboard buttons instead of the space bar, which is probably what I should be doing anyway. But hey, it's taken me a lot longer to familiarize with the keybinds than I thought. I know C changes the camera. I know V it changes the driver. I just don't know if it goes to the driver in front or back. Actually, I can test that right now. It goes to the driver in front. Good to know. How do I go to the driver in back? No idea. Big check up there. Here with a bit of a different arc. This cooldown has ended. Colrod's right there. Gina Benoni, ooh, kind of real close with Garson. Goodness. At least it looked close from that camera angle. I'm not sure if that was close for sure or not, but man, these guys, you can tell these guys are lining up. They're thinking about the end of this thing, and that's not too far away. We're less
Caution's out. Caution's out. Feels frozen.
Me in my mouth. Me in my mouth. Let's see what happened. Was it Harry that happened? Probably not. I'm gonna assume.
So pits are open this time. Lucky Dog is the 7 car.
Assuming Jelani probably seen something, or Trevor Davis wasn't ready. I know what y'all are thinking. I know what y'all are thinking. Don't say it. Okay, are we good? Are we good? Maybe Cam felt that like that was impeding enough to warrant a yellow. That's my assumption. He just wanted to play it safe. He thought maybe someone would have pulled out, and you know, we've already had one wreck today where someone just didn't say anything about it. Reason it couldn't happen again. Holy moly, that was close for a ton of guys. Do a helicopter on Carl there for that whole shebang.
$15 to the back.
C and V?
35 to the back.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't think Carl's winning this one, guys. I don't think he was going for the lead either. Oh man, so many close calls there. Cam was close. Oh my gosh, Miller and Thomas were close. That is insane how nobody got hit Carl there. That was insanely close. His race was on a thread there. And granted, his race is kind of already toast, but hey, at least he's not dead. That is a big plus. Being alive is a very big plus. So,
okay, Gravoy, I'm going to subtract a lap from you because you waved yourself around as a lead lap car.
Right, so, big shakeup here. Big shakeup. I think some guys pitted. I think some guys didn't pit. Because I said you could make it to the end on fuel.
Clear it in this case. So, not going green this time. We'll go green next time, bye.
The more time we stay out.
Normal restart, no special rules.
More time Cole Rodriguez has to defend. We're going to be going green with 7-ish laps to go, presumably. That's a bit of time, but a lot can happen in 7 laps, especially with the point of no return being at let me see. So 67. So 67 is like 60. So 66 would be 2 to go. 65 would be 3 to go. 64 would be 4 to go. So at lap 64 will be the point of no return. When we go green, it'll be about 4 laps till that. But
we'll
again,
be going green this time. Take 1 car length gaps.
Again, math is for losers, so womp womp.
The point of no return is on is with 4 to go. We are going to be going green with 7 to go. So you have 3 laps to make the most stupid decisions you possibly can to bring out another caution, I believe.
Man, I don't even know what to say. That statement straight up cooked. All right, so I don't exactly know what happened during pit stops because I was looking at Carl become incarcerated, but wait, hold up, that's not the right word. Become a sandwich. No, that's not right either. I'll find something right for that.
Quite so.
Cole Rodriguez is going to lead us to the green for the first time tonight. 7 to go at the line, if my math is right, but is it really ever right?
Control.
Green flag back in the air. I heard somebody revving it out. I don't know if that was up front or not, but Cole with a good start. Jerry Cook on the defense. So is Garson Muyung and Tall as is. That leaves the top to Kyle Watts. And holy, he is using every bit of it right now. Already up 2 spots. Hits the wall a little bit there. Jerry Cook gonna go low. And Kyle Watts is boxed in a little bit. Server's warping. This is not the time to be for the server warping. Big close there between the 70 and the 86. Kyle Watts pushing the 86 down the back straightaway. And Gino Bononi right there. Garson went high. Oh, big touch. Jerry's around.
Caution's out. Caution's out.
Caution's out.
Pace speed 55.
Big hit there for Jerry Cook. Second time tonight he's ended up in that outside wall. And Jelani Howell also involved. Both of them somehow, or I say somehow, ironically leaving that spot at the same time. See what happened. I want to go to helicopter cam on this.
This time by, we will be reducing pacing speed when we reach the line to try to make this as quick a caution as possible.
We're gonna have to go back here. So helicopter would probably be our best bet. We're gonna be going green with the point of no return, by the way. Hope you guys are ready for that. Yeah, it looks like a little bit of surface. Oh yeah, no. Jerry had to back up for Gino, and Gino wasn't ready, and then man, big hit for Jelani.
Reduce pace speed to 25 miles per hour.
Big save there by Big save there by Carl. Let's go his roof cam there. He just went. He straight up went too low. Held on to it though. Mad respect for that. So this just got spicy. How spicy? Spicy as in there's not much time left. 25 mile an hour pace speed. What the heck? Man, who kind of goober? I'm not saying it was Cameron's, but like, whose fault is that? Oh wait. No, I'm tweaking. Nah, he said it was to get this thing.
Is the lucky dog, so 03, I'm going to score you your lap.
Alright, so yeah, no.
Go ahead and drop to the back in front of the 33 and in front of the 30.
Yeah, no.
Both of you will also get laps since you're taking the wave round. I won't make you drive all the way around the field for it. Just drop to the back. 32, go behind them.
Yeah, no, I'm tweaking. No, they're trying to go green this time. That way they can have as many laps to go as possible.
Pace speed back up to 55.
Oh, there's going to be a bunch of checkups now. Everybody, get ready for this. Everyone getting in their spots.
Again, remember to keep you 1 car length gaps for this.
So this is going to be the final restart of the night. Point of return. I'm just going to put that there briefly because I know Dangle might forget to turn it off. Cole Rodriguez.
Control.
And green flag back in the air here for the last time tonight. Anything from here is lost memories and broken dreams. Into the wall in the back is the 70 of Muyung. Not Watts. Tala takes advantage. Troxel behind as well. The pressure's high. Tala hits the apron. He holds on to it, but here comes Thomas Troxel. Tala quick to the block on the bottom. Jonathan Salos is making his ticket up here. Troxel going to go for a potential send here. 2 to go at the line. Three wide behind him. Thomas Troxel. He's coming up for P3. 4 wide there, just outside the top 5. We're coming to the white flag here. Cole Rodriguez. I didn't want to say it till now because I didn't want to jinx him, but Cole Rodriguez has 1 lap to go here at Chicagoland. He has not won a NARL race. Again, I was saying at the beginning of this, he was one of my picks. Finished 3rd here last time we raced here at this track. He's yet to win an NARL race. He's got Gino Bononi right behind him. Will Gino make a late race or a late surge to try to get around him? He's going to have one more shot at him here off of turn 4, but not enough. Cole Rodriguez is a NARL winner for the first time, wrecking at the line. Several seasons of trying, several seasons of frustration. He's done it in IFAR. He's done it in CCRS. Big congratulations to him from a bunch of the guys, giving him good pats on the backs, using their cars. Jonathan Salas doing Jonathan Salas things. But Cole Rodriguez has finally punched his ticket into the NARL win stats. I don't know how many starts he's made exactly, but I know he's made a lot. He's been here for a while. He was long due a win. Finally gets one. He's going to come onto the front straight here. One last little congratulatory gesture from Gino Bononi, Jerry Cook, Thomas Troxel. They may join him here. The big win for Cole Rodriguez. He's going to burn it down here at Chicagoland. We talked about D-Dog winning the last time we went here in a fashion of a race that ended in a silly way. I guess you could say this ended in a silly way as well. But at the end of the day, Cole Rodriguez is a NARL winner. Some more congratulatory bumps from Bryson Miller, Thomas Troxel, Gino Bononi, and Blake Kincannon. I know this win is a long time coming for Cole Rodriguez. They want this one to mean something. He is currently running for his life. He does not want to be touched. He has been touched. They're touching him. Oh my gosh! He's still doing burnouts on the pit road. Oh, he's driving backwards. He's Tom Mater. Oh, he's touching the pace car. He has went through the pace car. He has once again touched the pace car. All right, is he done? Out. 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 Bunch of bunks going on right now. Pop the champagne and eat the fruit. I can't even think of a good saying for that. Pop the champagne and oh my gosh, Gino Bononi just killed him. Oh, that's oh my oh wow. Okay. Goodness. I'm just watching. I don't even know what I'm watching now. I'm here for it. I'll check the waiting room here in a second. Once Cole gets off the track, we'll get our waiting room booted up. We'll start doing post-race interviews. If Cole gets off the track, I don't know if he's gonna get off the track or not. Where the heck did Gino go? He's not off the track. Where the heck did he go? Is he over here? What is that brother doing? What is that brother doing? That's a fence! That is not the line, buddy. That is not the line. Alright, anyways, I think Cole's off the track now. I think Bryson, oh my gosh, that is crazy. Alright, I'm gonna just move to this camera and we're gonna get stuff ready for post-race interviews. Let's see if, see what we got going. Order finishing position. Let's see what I got in my waiting room right now. I had a way set this whole time in the broadcast booth. I don't see anybody other than Tulla in here right now. I'll give it a minute to see if Cole wants to be interviewed. I understand if Cole does not want to be interviewed because that is a big win and you want to celebrate that with your best buds. So good win for Cole and celebrate well, my bud. Celebrate well. Don't drink too much and don't work too hard, but we'll see how that goes. Other than that, right now the only guy I got in my rating room is Mr. Tulla as is.
Buddy was moved to your channel.
Well, another good qualifier run. I think you finished all right.
I mean, yeah, I kind of wanted a top 5 though, to be honest. But I mean, that race was so. I don't even know what to say about that race, to be honest.
Yeah.
I kind of tried saving a little bit, but I'm just like, I felt like if I tried saving, I was gonna end up losing it. I felt like I kind of had to push, otherwise I just couldn't get the grip of the car. Unfortunately, 2 didn't work out, but I felt I also kind of had to take 2. Otherwise, if I took 4, I probably would have gotten stuck behind cars because I can't pick for the life of me. But another clean race, 4th top 10 of the season. Can't really complain with that.
Yeah, I think I think ultimately I would agree with that call at the end. You see, Mr. Cole Rodriguez finally got his first NARL win tonight.
I'm happy for him. I'm really happy for him. I know he's been close
Yeah,
a lot of times.
Yeah, I was hoping I could just like steal off your stat sheet to see how many starts he would have had, but I didn't think he was gonna win this soon.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah,
like
yeah.
he should, but like, dang,
Yeah.
like, you know.
I had a feeling like, watch, I'm gonna be talking about this leaderboard, and either Cole's gonna end up winning, and like, yeah, but I'm not done with that stat sheet yet. But I'm assuming right now, before it was like Cole, because Cameron has the most starts in NARL, obviously. I think it was Cole probably had the 2nd or 3rd, and I had like 4th or 5th most starts without win. But that's all changed now. But it is what it is. I feel like I could eventually get a win here. I just got to actually put a race together, similar to what I did in CCRs yesterday, and I'll get it. My time will come.
All right, well, that's all I got for you. You got any other closing statements?
Don't let drivers who can't handle a fast setup in Chicagoland drive ever, because that was also still really embarrassing. We were on the fast setup and people still just couldn't control the car. I understand a bump in turn 4 being bad, but like, come on. That people were taking like 3 wide on starts and just being really like aggressive for 30th. So, I mean, that's because happens every race, but yeah.
All right, well, that's all I got for you. Hope we'll see you next week.
Yep. See ya. I go.
Buddy disconnected from your channel.
Ever
User
since.
was moved to your channel.
Cole Rodriguez, win number 1 in NARL.
Yes, sir, dude. Thank you.
Man, that must have been that's a long time coming. This I imagine this feels pretty good.
Yeah, dude. I've been waiting for so long, and I thought it was gonna happen last week, but it didn't happen, and I was kind of disappointed. But this finally makes up for it, and I'm so glad it did not come out of Super Speedway, because I know a lot of people like to call me Super Speedway merchant. I don't like to look at myself as that, but I feel like this is kind of nice to get one that's not so much of a Super Speedway. But yeah, it's great to have a win on the board finally.
Yeah, I know. I think that last stop, I didn't quite see what happened. I think most everyone stayed out, and then guys behind that took 2 tires, or did everyone take 2 tires?
So my last stop, it was a pit strategy. Me and Gino actually both took 2. So I went from 4th place to 1st, and then Gino was behind me, so he went to 2nd, and then just sort of held them all off from there.
Yeah, that was cool to see. You know, that race was a little rough around the edges, but you held on, you kept clean, and everything just kind of came together.
Yes, it did. I'm glad it did too.
I mean, it's a big win. I don't really got any other questions for you, but again, big win. Congratulations, and hey, maybe you can go back to back.
Hey, who knows? That would definitely be crazy.
Yeah, but this is also good for standings. You were 4th in the standings coming into this. This will probably help you there for sure. So maybe a championship battle, potentially.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. You know, it's funny too. I kind of forgot about this race tonight, and I had shut off my computer and everything, and I was getting ready to go to bed because I work tomorrow. And I was like, I saw the announcement, and I was like, I kind of forgot about NARL. I'm like, where am I in the standings? So I looked, and I was like, I was 4th. So I was like, I may as well. So I had little practice. I qualified like basically last out of all the times. I think I was like 2nd to last out of all the timetable, and that was like genuinely my pace. And then I just figured it out over time, and basically went from last to 1st, or I guess 2nd to last from 1st. But yeah, I was really close to not even doing this race, and somehow I won. I can't even believe it, but yeah.
Yeah, that was a good decision made there. Other than that, that's all I got for you. Good luck next week. I don't know where we're going next week, but yeah, good luck there, and congratulations on the win.
Yeah, thank you. Have a good night.
All right, you too.
User disconnected from your channel.
Well, Cole Rodriguez has finally punched his ticket to shoot. There's no tickets to anything. Crap. He has finally won here in NARL after that. We'll find out after how many starts if Tulla finishes the spreadsheet he's working on. I think he will, but once he gets that done, we'll figure that stat out, and I'll let y'all know on that. Maybe we'll have someone else in the booth. Again, KT probably won't be joining NARL again. He may be back for some CCRS, potentially some IFAR. Duel, I don't know when he'll be back. He's currently in Daytona, smoozing Dynaco right now. So good on him for that. But other than that, that's all I got. Tomorrow, I think IFAR's running tomorrow. I wouldn't be surprised if it gets postponed to the Rolex 24. But hey, if it does get going, we'll broadcast it. Again, I know most of y'all probably be watching the 24-hour race at Daytona. I 100% don't blame you on that. It's a cool race to watch. So, again, congratulations to Cole Rodriguez, and that's pretty much all I got for y'all. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, and we'll see you either tomorrow or next Thursday for CCRS. DSRA is not running this weekend due to the said Rolex 24.